Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome to a city immortalized in song, Kalamazoo, Michigan, Waldo Stadium, and home to the Western Michigan Broncos. As we'll see, the winners of 5 straight, the Eastern Michigan Eagles. The Broncos will kick it away to start. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Eastern Michigan's offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys. It is crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors and you've got to limit the penalties because those will kill you, Bob.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. Quickly to the tight end. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag.
Hold offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Football with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Turning it on. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And you can't get it all back in one play, but I really like that second down, man. I mean, that's a big positive chunk. You sneak the run in. They weren't thinking about the run. They were thinking pass after that disaster of first down, what it was. So you kind of make this a little bit more manageable, easier play call now on third down.
Eastern Michigan going fast.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Pocket breaking down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. The Eagles have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. The play action fake. Using the quick game. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Offense breaks the huddle. It's third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Got enough for the first. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
Let's talk for just a moment about Western Michigan. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has.
Breaks into the open. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. And the Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Broncos are threatening in the red zone. From the gun, running back on the move. Smashes through the tackle. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Western Michigan. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires downfield. Complete to the right. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong, the emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard.
He'll off one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wide receiver going in motion. Using his legs, it's Glow. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on 3rd and short. Trying to make magic on the scramble. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
I'll tell you, this guy can just take games over. He can just make things happen when it doesn't look like anything's there. That time they go RPO. They're expecting to throw the football and have to make a play, but nobody's open. This is like Sam on football. He just tucks the ball himself, and he goes and gets it. He knows where he is on the field. He knows where he needs to get that first down. He's just playing above the X's and O's.
On target over the middle. Makes the grab, and a nice gain gets into the 35.
And this is what's so great about play action. The run fake sucks those linebackers up, and it just creates so much more space for these receivers to operate. Beautiful execution by the offense.
Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Western Michigan. He got a step and just dusted the field. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. That he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bringing it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Flips it out to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Eastern Michigan going fast.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to throw deep right side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. No fair catches here, looking for room. Wide open, and it's a foot race. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Headed to the end zone, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown Broncos! No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. It's complete to the left. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find their rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these 2 guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the field.
Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On third and short, they'll go to the power running game. And a short gain here in the first quarter will come to a close. We've come to the break. It's Western Michigan on top. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Punt is in the air. Hauls it in and looking upfield. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. He'll start this drive firing. Looking for a huge play. He's got it on the right. It's a seam wide. Touchdown Broncos! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, this thing's turning into a rout. It's turning into a rout quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
Out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. To the ground with the back. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Quick spin on the line. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Caught close to the marker, it's Humphreys. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. Eastern Michigan has it and a fresh set of downs. DB's right up on the receivers. Wants to go up top on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Eastern Michigan surgical on offense right now. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the tight end. Couldn't quite get the huge play on that one, but he goes out of bounds at the 37. And the Eagles in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Just keeps slinging it. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. The Eagles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Now they'll run it to the right here. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
That's really worrisome if I'm the head coach watching my run game suffer the way it has early in this game. And that's why you're down by a lot of points right now. The only way you're going to change the scoreboard is if you're able to find a way to start running it. So if you can't do it with your running backs, you got to think about QB runs, jet sweeps. You got to find ways to have balance and be able to get it done on the ground.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. And the Broncos now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. He might want another play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
Oh, there's always football on the bad pitch. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. Great place to start for this offense. Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Off play action. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. Absolutely perfect. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. He'll return it. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Give to the running back. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16.
The run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. The offense changing the play. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Right back to him on the ground. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. 3rd and long, and they can get the first down without scoring a touchdown. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Rides to back and leaves it. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Looking to the end zone. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over. Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. The Broncos backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on 1st down. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Here he goes, breaking the pocket. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Finds a man on the right. Steps out of bounds across the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and a good pickup for this offense here. Making side adjustments here. To the air on 1st down. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll go to the ground. Got the first down and more. At the 45 on his way. Here he goes. Touchdown, Western Michigan. Once he got some room, it was over.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Flowers. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Release to the back. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And the Eagles come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. The give to the back. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Unloads it downfield. It's picked off, and another empty drive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Might as well give it to him again. Gets it past the marker. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that Terrific run. This offense has been running wild in the first half, but wait, they want more before they go to the locker room. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. They'll keep it on the ground to the left, stiffing the goal line. Touchdown, Western Michigan! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Leaves it with the back. Shut down in the backfield again, and that might do it here in the half. And what a way for this defense to wind up the quarter. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half.
On the move from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the RPO, complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Broncos come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long. And here on 3rd down, they're handing it off to him anyway because...
There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Broncos are flying down the field. They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun, the ground game. Got a little space. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. And the Broncos pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Grab behind the line, it's Gilliam. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one. The Broncos will snap it on 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on first down. Dumps it off in the flats. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Gonna look downfield again. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Western Michigan. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. Off play action on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the first down. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Off the play fake. Bringing the heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. Working well behind the sticks on second down.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
The short hands, it's Fisher. How about this running back's ability to get into a pass pattern and get into one downfield?
Yeah, I like it, and I like the offensive coordinator continuing to work the running back in the passing game. Do more of this. It's easy. It's not hard routes. It's not things I have to read. It's matchups and what I find when my guy's better than yours and how I take advantage of it.
They've been able to get the ball out of their own end nicely. First and 10 from the 38. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Finds a man on the left. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Now the play fake. The throw. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by...
Takes it the other way. Touchdown Broncos! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Balmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page. If you're...
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Eagles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. Finds his tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. Just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. And the Broncos with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They go to the ground. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Unloads quickly. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Got a man in the middle. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats. Here,
turning it on. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. The Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. Caught in the backfield, it's Grove. Got enough space. Touchdown Broncos. A great catch and run for 6.
And listen, if I have a playmaker at running back like that with that kind of speed, yeah, I'm going to throw the swing to him too. He drops back, surveys the field. He says, I know my guy can make a play, gets the ball in his hands right now on the swing. He does the rest, gets in for the touchdown.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the ACC. Boston College is on top, but it's not like Matt Ryan or Doug Flutie are playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by just 2 over Clemson. Any big changes in this ACC clash? We've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Now, those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Makes the grab. It's Madden. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. 3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
you can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team, because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
Can they catch him? He just about took that one all the way to the house. They finally get him down after a tremendous return. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Western Michigan. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he's brought down after a solid gain, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Pulls it and fires to the left. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Screen pass just not working there. You figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
Surging forward on the sneak. They pick up that first down easily. You wonder sometimes if you're two-down territory there and you take a shot on third and run it on fourth, but they opt to just move the chains here.
Man, I laugh now watching quarterback sneaks. It looks a lot less fun than back in my day when I played, because not only are you getting hit from the front now if you're a quarterback, but you've got your own guys running into your back now as well. We see these push plays more and more often today in college football. No fun.
They'll run the off-tackle play here. It'll be third and long.
Here we go.
From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. Quarterback may change this route. Creates a little room. Breaks into the open. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Motion from the back. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Grove. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Plenty of work to do here on second and long.
Get set.
Leaves it with the running back. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. And the Broncos are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Offense gets set for second down. Give to the back. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Eagles really need to keep this drive alive on third down. He'll keep it himself. Still on his feet at the 40. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Eastern Michigan surgical on offense right now. Looking downfield on first down. Pucks it out of the air. stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
He finds a dead spot in the middle. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit. Let's keep going.
The Eagles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. This third down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he makes the catch. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
Quarterbacks love throwing slants to big boys. When you got big targets, man, it's hard to miss them. Great job throwing to a guy that tall, putting it near his body, and he plucks it in for the catch.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. It'll be a draw. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David. Oh, he's got some space. Just keeps moving. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Trying to get the corner. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Racing to the right. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
That's a nice job by this offense. Nice job putting the drive together late. This might seal this football game. And nice response. It's nice to be home, isn't it? Come back to the home crowd after you've lost a couple games. Get some mojo going back in your way.
Eastern Michigan, 13.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. The give to the back. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
And these are these moments as a defense, like, you're just trying to get out of the game. We're rotating, we're subbing, like, we've stopped them all game long. Like, they can run the football right here. The biggest thing is the clock ticking, us getting out of here with the dub, and really, everybody staying healthy.
And the Eagles come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. It'll be a first down as he gets it to the 24-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Here's a throw downfield late. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Rushes on him. He'll pull it down. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism and he showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
The Eagles kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Trying play action. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Now facing some adversity on this drive after the loss of 4 and 2nd and 14. Wants to go up top. Snagged out of the air. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Big third down here. They need to get the ball to the 41. He'll be brought down at the 46, and he is well short of that first down marker. Fourth down coming. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job